Hey, everybody. Welcome to your
Wednesday meditation. Hope you guys are good. So this is the first Wednesday that we're going to do an even more pared down do nothing project. What that means is I can't see chat, so I'm not going to be distracted with that. It's still there for you guys to chat with each other and answer questions, but for me, I'm going to just treat this as these ones aren't even going to be probably saved. These Wednesday ones, it's just going to be a very minimal meditation. So just saying hello and then going into guiding a simple practice. Not so much a discussion on a theme unless spontaneously I decide to do that. But I'm just trying to figure out how I really like guiding these. I want to do these even every day, how I can expand it, but how can I guide them in a way that is just going to be as kind of centering for me as for everyone else. So that's my idea for the Wednesdays, is to really make this a slightly more minimal guidance where I can kind of sink in deeper into it myself, and then just say, cool, thanks. And then that's our Wednesday. So hope that sounds good. And I love that you guys you can still be hanging out and doing your connecting and chatting over on the side. So today, welcome, welcome from all around, wherever you guys are coming in from. The Do Nothing project is a little opportunity to connect in community and sit together. We explore fairly simple meditations. I might have a slightly different emphasis or theme that we look at. And the one I wanted to do today is just really about keeping it incredibly simple. I just had a nice practice earlier, actually, a nice sit, and it was interesting. I still, after all these years, sometimes forget how easy it's allowed to be. I just sat and I just felt my breath, and I just let myself get really close to the sensation of breathing. And I let it be just that. Sometimes I have a low-level thing of, I need to be doing this with my thoughts, or I need to be connecting to a non-dual practice. I need to be connecting to some, whatever I have. It's amazing the things that the mind will come up with. But that's all that's really needed. All that's really needed is this pause, where instead of just feeding the hurling momentum of our day, we make a different decision. And we decide just to honor some part of our direct experience with this soft attention and sinking into it, feeling into what's happening in the body or whatever it is, and just letting that be a break. So that's the practice I'm going to guide. So I don't have a bell, so I will just begin. 25 minutes, so we'll finish at 12:30. Okay, so as always with this, if you have your own go-to practice you like to do, you're invited to do that, or you can join us and join me with the specific guidance here. I like to start with a few deep breaths. Especially long on the exhale. So the exhale is really that letting go, that the diaphragm relaxes. So as you breathe in, I kind of use that as the upward motion, the stretching up, finding this alertness, oxygenating. And then the out breath is like landing in the moment, in the chair or the cushion, feeling my feet on the ground. When you breathe out, like, you can be a bit deliberate about this. You can sort of soften the worry lines in your forehead and cheeks and jaw. And you can also kind of let the body go a little bit. So you're still keeping the straight spine, but you want to really feel like you're landing on your seat. We can kind of have ourselves almost this uptight thing where we're not really letting ourselves relax fully. Let yourself relax here. Even at the risk of slouching slightly, no one can see. It's okay. What matters is that you're not deliberately holding any tension in the body other than just the bare minimum of what you need to keep the spine straight. And then our attitude here is, it's the equanimity piece. It's just open, not needing to micromanage the moment. So if there's imperfections in your surroundings, sounds and distractions and body aches, it's all good. You kind of do this little inner adjustment here where you notice if you got any kind of uptightness about things, needing to be a certain way, and you just say, okay, for this next 25 minutes, I'm going to let all that be there. And that actually translates as a kind of a lack of rigidity in the body. We can be kind of rigid or braced against sounds we don't like, or like kind of uptight about this thing. Instead, just soften through the front. Imagine my voice. Imagine it's just like a sound wave that's rolling through from the speakers through you, and there's no rigidity. It doesn't come into any contact with anything hard or braced. You just let it flow right through you. And this is a good place to stay, actually, for true do nothing. In the true do nothing spirit, just sit and be and enjoy your own company, and know it doesn't need to be any more complicated than this. Or if you like, you can decide here to get interested in some simple sensation. Maybe the sensation of the breath at the nose or in the belly. Maybe the kind of tingliness in the hands, or the feeling of the clothes on your skin, or your feet on the ground, or maybe you're interested in the hum of quiet in the room you're in. It doesn't have to be exotic. It's just this decision to honor this thing, this other thing, not our neurotic worry track, but instead shifting tracks and investigating the feeling of these other things or the sound of them. And try that for a bit. Good. And so there's this move you can do where you get really interested, if you're working with the body, say the sensation of the breath or tingling, it's kind of like you see how fully you can experience that. Meaning, can you kind of crawl down out of your head and get right up close to the sensation of, say, the breath at the belly? And so it's almost like you got to get a little bit still so you can get a clear signal on what that sensation is. And then you try to feel every part of it, like you're right on the inside of the belly or wherever sensation you're working with. And it's the same with sound. Try to hear every part of it, even if it's just sort of like a hum of silence or it's a sound of a fan. And you get still so you can increase the signal on it. And then you imagine you're all inside it, feeling it right from the inside or hearing it as if it were you were right inside it. And there's a sort of delicacy here in the way we do this, and this patience. And if you got lots of thoughts, things going on, no big deal. Kind of have a sense of humor about that. Just notice that they're there and let them kind of play out in the background along with other distractions. Just recalibrate your attention to these simple things. And as you do this, just notice, make sure there's no strain in the face, like you might be getting slightly uptight about trying to do it right or efforting. I mean, you want to kind of have this very easy, smooth, consistent effort. It's just this curiosity, but not a strain. So if you notice any strain, just sort of back off from that a bit and be a little bit lighter, more lazy. Good. So if you're just sitting and you're being, and you're that's it, then that's all that's going on, then you're doing it exactly right. And if you're sitting and you're being with the breath or a sensation or a sound, then you're noticing it. And then you get a little distracted, and then you come back to noticing it. And maybe you're noticing it in this very crisp way, or maybe you're noticing it in a more of a murky way. All those are good. You're also doing it right. You're doing it exactly right. So let go of any worries about doing it right and just sink into what's actually happening. See if you can let it be a break from trying to get things right. You don't have to get to where you already are. This is the art of sort of thin slicing the moment. So present in just being that we find in the moment itself, it's like we slip through any problems. There are no problems. There's just this configuration of sensations and this configuration of sensations. And we're sitting inside it, open, aware. And there's this freedom in the moment that we can start to taste. And it's so good for us. And it's nothing whatsoever. It's amazing. Just keep going. Sometimes I like to do this experiment where I get super, super still and I try to experience, or I just shift into this mode of experiencing everything is kind of coming up through me. So it's like you're completely still and the world is moving, flowing through you. Sensations are rising and falling and sounds are rising and falling. And it's like you're just in your awareness and it's almost like you're settling back. And that stuff is flowing forward, or it's just sort of rising in this almost like humidity from your body. It's just the encouragement here is to explore what the experience of stillness is like for you, of being really still here at the end. Just letting things happen. You don't have to work for sounds to be there, for body sensations to make themselves known. It's all just happening. And you rest in that. And then for the last couple of minutes, and our finale, deliberately nurturing a positive quality, although we've been nurturing positive qualities all along. But maybe just this extra Mona Lisa smile or Buddha smile at the lips, and just seeing if you can kind of, what happens if you deliberately bring an attitude of enjoyment or appreciation to your body, to the breath, to the hands, like this practicing enjoying being in the body, enjoying being in this ambient hum of sound. Enjoy being these sensations in space. And it's sort of like the words that want to come up for me is just sort of thank you. Thank you. You don't even have to know who you're directing that to. It can be to someone specific or something specific, or it can just be to life. Thank you. Maybe it's to the community, to the breath. Thank you that there's this simple place in every one of our beings that will basically love us and nourish us if we just take the time to notice it, to respect it. But we got to be patient. And thank you. Thank you for your practice. And that's our meditation for today. Yeah, man, I felt good. Weird not seeing the chats. Okay, I'm going to pop them up here. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Milen. Thank you, all you guys hanging out with us here. Annette, Rachel, now I'm seeing the names, Beth, Sandra, Selvin, Rick, Melissa, Judy, Marilyn, Angie, Susan, Morgan, Jason, Schmitty. Hey, Lauren. Joseph, Christina, Lonnie, Brenda, Sean, Vanessa, Brooke. Beautiful community. Awesome. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day, guys and gals. I'll see you on Sunday. Oh yeah, I'm thinking I might do a live Instagram meditation on Friday. I kind of want to do a live thing every day, just to put it out there, and because I like guiding it. So stay tuned. We might say something about that. Adios, amigos.